big factor in that career move was the relationship you shared with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So how do you reflect on your time in Brooklyn, and where do things stand with your relationship with those former teammates?
We're definitely not friends anymore. So, no, I'm joking. We're friends before basketball, after basketball, and I think ultimately we all just want to be happy. And being able to compete is something that is very important to me. And
our next guest joins me on behalf of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and Mission Tiger, 4-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA Finals MVP, the one and only SHAQ Diesel himself, Shaquille O'Neal. I could ask you the first question, but I want to know what the hell is going on with this right here. Right here, Shaq. I'm sorry, Frosted Flakes with crispy cinnamon basketball. Really?
Yes, really. Yes, really. It's my it's my favorite cereal. I always tell the story how when, I won my first championship, Wheaties was like, hey, man, breakfast of champions. And I told my agents, I was like, look, no disrespect to Wheaties, but you need to contact Frosted Flakes. I want to be on the box with Tony the Tiger. So it finally happened 30 years later. So shout out to Frosted Flakes. Shout out to everybody. And Frosted Flakes are doing a lot of great things in the community. This year we're Mission Tiger. We're doing the game-changing donation that's going to impact more than 60,000 kids. We're going to give them money to purchase new sports equipment, uniforms, repave sports courts, refurbish playing fields, provide new training equipment, and more. So, shout out to Kellogg's and Mission Tiger. And Tony is the man. He's even bigger than you, Stephen A.
Well, listen, shout out to you, because on a serious note, you're always doing something for the kids. You're always doing something for the underprivileged. You do much more than you want people to even know. So I just want the world to know that, because you've been my man for years, and I know that you do that. Before we get into any basketball stuff, I got a challenge here, because I like Frosted Flakes too. I do.
Okay,
but I grew up with cornflakes, honeycombs, sugar pie, and Frosted Flakes is the joint. I just don't know about the cinnamon, man.
Hold on. Have you tried it?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
Thank you. Try it. Try it, and then we will do another interview.
How much cereal do you actually eat?
Every day, brother. There ain't nothing. Let me tell you something. I'm a creature of habit. I eat this every day right here. See, look.
Okay.
I eat this every day. When I wake up, I work out, do my cardio, then I eat this right here. It's the first thing of the day. Yeah.
So let me get this thing. So how you gonna work out and then eat the cinnamon basketball?
Because first of all, when I work out hard. I'm not like some players from Philadelphia who don't work on their game. I always work on my game.
God, Ben Simmons, why you?
You're such
a troublemaker.
I didn't say no names. I didn't say no names.
But I'm saying that everybody know who you're talking about. Why would you do that?
I'm just playing, America.
Okay. You're such a troublemaker, man. So, let's stay right there then. What was your feelings when you heard the news, according to the headlines, that he wants out of Philadelphia? Ben Simmons, what were your thoughts?
I mean, listen, I have a lot of thoughts, but I know that we are blessed to do what we do. Mm-hmm. We're blessed to do what we do. So whether you like it or not, you have a responsibility. Yeah. I learned this in 1988. My father took me to a game. He borrowed some money from his friends to get me some San Antonio Spurs tickets.
Sergeant Harris.
Yes, and on the way home, he was very upset. And he hits me in the chest and he said, brother, if you ever make it to this next level, make sure you put on a show for the people. Make sure you go out there and give it your all. Mm-hmm. When me and you had our first debates and had our first arguments, you told me this. You said, Shaq, you're pretty good, but in order to be great, you got to work on your game and get to the next level. And what did I do after that? I said, okay, you're right. You've been criticizing me. You've been doing your job, because I wasn't doing my job. I didn't want to fight you and punch you in your face. We had a conversation man to man. You told me, and I said, you know what, you're right. And I worked on my game, and I knocked off 3 in a row for you.
And when you did, I gave you your props.
That's it. So again, you're a good player. I'm not knocking that, but you ain't great yet. And to be great, you got to work on your game. There's only one or two people who could just show up and be great. And I wasn't one of those 1 or 2 people.
Mm-hmm. You bring up Ben Simmons in that regard. I'll tell you what I feel about him. I think that it's the only thing missing from his game. perimeter
That's it.
shooting and free throws.
That's it.
6'10" with a handle, high basketball IQ, and basketball, an elite defender. The only thing he doesn't do well, he's scared to do. It makes no sense.
And I used to watch him in high school. He used to shoot the jumper. I don't know what happened. At LSU, he used to shoot the little jumper. And listen, let me tell you something. I like Ben. Like, I may be a little hard on him, but I can do that. I got G14 classification both ways. No, forget all that. He went to LSU, my alma mater. And guess what? If he's my teammate, I'll tell him the same thing to his face. You got to work on your game, man. Don't be sending out tweets with you and your little actress girlfriend riding in your forehead. I don't want to see that. I want to see you win a championship for Philadelphia. That's what I want to see.
Transitioning, how do you feel about the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets and how they basically solidified their rosters for what I believe is a championship? I believe they're more built for postseason than the regular season, but I like what both of them have done. What about you?
I like what both of them have done. And look, I don't even want to see the regular season. I just want to see 7-game series between.
You got to see regular season.
Well, I know I got to see it, but
you got games covered, bro.
Lakers and the Brooklyn, and they both have similar type players. What I mean by that, they got, one or two guys that's accomplished, don't need to do anything. But then you got a lot of guys that ain't really accomplished, that's kind of disgruntled. James Harden been wanting that chip for a long time. Russell Westbrook, Brody been wanting that chip for a long time. So they're going to come out and do what they do. I see the Lakers and Brooklyn having a good year if they can stay injury-free. And what I know about Kyrie and James Harden is when you upset them, they come ready. They're upset because they feel that last year was their championship. James Harden got hurt and, some other things was going on. They're upset and they hear all the talking and they see what everybody's doing. They're going to come with a chip on their shoulders, as well as LA. LeBron wasn't really fully, AD was hurt. Brody's been talked about.
Westbrook highly motivated.
Yes. So those two teams, the roster that they built, I'm looking forward to the beginning of the season, and I definitely can't wait to the playoffs.
Before you get out, I'll let you get on out of here. I said something that a lot of people might have felt blasphemous. I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, I have no problem. I stand by it. I would have been hesitant to give Kawhi Leonard a long-term deal. I believe in him. I know he's a superstar. I know he's a superstar talent. But when you practice when you want, you play when you want, you miss so many games. When you talk about that culture builder, I don't know if I could invest in them long-term, but they did. What are your thoughts?
You're wrong. You can't say, I know he's a superstar, but that's what superstars do. You think I practice all the time? Practice. Stephen A, we talking about practice. We ain't talking about a game. We're talking about practice. Man. Listen, when let me tell you something why I love and respect Kawhi. He don't talk trash. He play hard. You foul him. He don't complain to the referees, and he worked his tail off. Early, we started about people working on the game. When he came with the San Antonio Spurs, he was 5th, 6th option. Now he's the man because of hard work. I liked him. So you got to give a guy like that because he can listen. When he's healthy, you saw what he did in Toronto. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, that was his championship.
Right.
That was his championship.
Oh, you know they would have got swept if KD was out.
Let me tell you something. If I had long curly hair, I'd be Billy D. Williams. Ain't no damn woulda, shoulda.
Look, man, I'm going home to eat this. These better be good.
Oh, yeah, they good.
I'm not accustomed to cinnamon with the cereal.
Yeah, cinnamon balls.
You said it again. Goodbye. Goodbye, man. Good seeing you.